What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, Druuill. I'm back at you again with another video. Everybody smash that like button, hit that share button. Don't forget to subscribe and show some love in them comments. Let's get into it. God said by the time they get done stalking you, you're not going to be aggravated anymore. God said by the time they get done stalking you, you're not going to be aggravated anymore. All right? Stalking is when somebody is following you or somebody is showing up to a place where you're going and you don't want them to be. All right. A lot of times people have what they call gang stalkers, is people, an organized network, a mob, a group of people that will plan out your movements. Okay. A lot of people don't believe in this, but it's real. People will text other people, he left his house, she left her house. People will organize groups and movements against you to let you know that you're being watched and followed, but nobody else will be able to pick up on it because they do everyday normal things, and it's a psychological attack on the person that they make their victim. So it's nothing that's out in the open. It's very covert and diabolical to your psychological. Okay, so a lot of people don't understand that. They don't get it. It doesn't happen to them. They're not experiencing it. They're not aware of it. So these videos are primarily for the people who are going through these types of things. So if you're not going through these types of things, feel free to stick around to show support. But other than that, you may not understand what's being explained in this video. So without further ado, everybody get ready. We about to talk about why by the time they get done stalking you, God said you're not even going to care anymore. You're going to be unaffected. All right. After a while of people doing the same thing, after a while of you being aggravated by other people doing the same thing, after a while of you noticing patterns of people repeatedly doing things to try to get you to be upset and be aggravated by it, you start to question yourself, like, why do I keep getting mad? Why do I keep getting upset? And if you haven't, you need to ask yourself that question. Why does this keep making you mad? All right. God said by the time they get done, you're not even going to be aggravated anymore. Because when people are doing something to try to aggravate you, they're going to do it repeatedly, and they're going to do it until you give them a reaction. All right. But once you get tired of giving people a reaction, you're going to look for some type of way that you can make a change. How can I stop being affected by this? What can I do to make this stop? You can't do anything to make them stop, but what you can do is you can stop feeling negatively about what they're doing. You might not be able to stop them from the type of treatment they want to try to give you, or what they want to do around you, or say they're immature and they're petty, and whenever you walk down the stairs, they're walking up. All right, you might live in an apartment complex where people do weird things because you're targeted out, or you might live in an area where people are doing weird things because you're targeted out. All right, you can't control the fact that they targeted you. So what you have to do is control how you feel about it, how that makes you feel. You have to not allow those people to make you angry. You have to not allow those people to ruin your day. You have to not allow those people to make you upset. All right. And that's why by the time God said they get done, you're not even going to be aggravated anymore, because your mind is going to figure out a way to get around it. All right. The human mind is amazing. When you go to God and ask him to help you with things, he'll direct you. God will guide you and direct you. It could be a video, it could be a book, it could be something on TV, it could be a person that you meet, and they might be able to they might say something that helps you. All right, so you never know, but you know now. God said by the time they get done stalking, you're not going to be aggravated. It's not uncommon for these people to keep doing what they want to do. All right, that's their whole motive. They want to keep doing that behavior so they can make you look bad, and so they get what they want. If they don't get what they want, then they're going to turn it up. They're going to go harder. They're going to recruit other members, right? Like, they're going to recruit other people. You might step outside and like 4 or 5 things happen, and you're just like, what? Like, that's weird. But you already know what people are up to. All right, people are trying to make you question your reality, and the fact that they'll do that is sick, and they have no life. But the thing is, it's going to make you stronger. By the time you get done, you're not going to be mad at it. By the time you aren't, by the time they get done making you upset and angry, and by the time you've had enough of it, by the time you change, you're just going to laugh at it. You're not going to be upset. You're not going to be aggravated. And the Bible even says this, like the Bible says, you'll laugh at these people when God puts them underneath your feet. And that's what he's going to do. God's going to put these people underneath your feet for them aggravating you, for them bothering you. They're going to receive karma, all right, for all the times that you just wanted peace and they wanted to disturb that peace. You get in trouble, and God will punish you for disturbing the peace of the people who believe in him. When you disturb people's peace, God is going to punish you. It even says in the Bible, says, touch not my prophets or do them no harm. So people who believe in God, people who are prophesizing, and people who are speaking good word, and people who are trying to spread a good message, people who are positive, people who have a positive mindset, who believe in uplifting other people and wanting to see other people do good. When you go against those people, you're going against God, all right? Because you're and on top of that, you're going against yourself. So that's the main reason why God punishes you, because you're going against him. And when you go against him, that's the ultimate grounds for execution. Like, God will take you out. All right. So when you try to interrupt God's chosen one's plans, you're basically putting a bounty out on your own head. And that's what they don't understand. But that's what we have to understand. All right, these people are destroying themselves when they come after us and they try to disturb us. So stop getting frustrated, stop getting upset at these people. All right. It makes you angry, it makes you upset, and the day after day after day of them trying to get to you, trust me, I understand. All right, you try to go to the store, they try to do all this weird stuff around you, run you over, try to make it weird for you to get to the door, like all these weird things, because they're insecure around you and they can't control their energy around a chosen one, around energy um a high energetic level being. All right, these people can't control how they feel about it. It's like their insecurities and like these demons just pop out of them that make them act in such a way that shows you that they have a jealousy or they have an insecurity and they can't control it. It's like they're showing you. They're trying to hide it. They're trying to hold it in, but they can't. So when they get around you, they'll act weird and have strange behavior, and you'll just like be like, God, what the hell's going on? But you're safe, you're protected, nothing's going to happen to you. All you have to do is just work on you. When these people affect you, or whatever they do get you upset, that's just a sign that you got to work on yourself. All right, so I know you're working on yourself already, and don't give up working on yourself. And because, like, yo, once upon a time I thought I'd never get over this. Like, I'm making videos on this topic. I know I'm talking a lot about this topic, but at one point I thought I'd never get over this. And I know there are people out there who are dealing with this, and I know there's people out there that feels like this is something that they're never going to be able to wrap their mind around. So I have to make videos for people like that. So people like, okay, eventually I'll get through this, or I'll get over this, because you can. But like I was saying, you won't be aggravated anymore. It aggravates you at first because it's new, you don't understand it, and you're wondering why. But once you figure out that you really have to understand the fact that it's nothing you can do about it, that's when you will once you realize that there's nothing you could do about it, that's when you win. Once you realize there's nothing you could do about it, right, you won't be aggravated anymore. And that's actually you doing more about it than you could think of. Because when you let things aggravate you, that takes a lot of your energy. All right, when things are able to aggravate you, that's you stopping you. All right, that's you allowing things that other people are doing to upset you. So once you stop allowing other things to upset you, then the things that people do won't bother you. All right. That's the secret. Stop allowing things to upset you. Don't let the things upset you. People can do whatever they want, but you don't become upset by what they do. You don't become aggravated by what they do. All right. And that's going to help you, because the more you pray instead of cursing these people out in your mind, the more you are able to just accept what it is that they do instead of try to change them and get upset in your mind. Like, it's all mind game, and they're trying to cause you to have no peace in your mind. They want you to be angry, right? They want you to take your whole entire day and be angry at what they're doing. They want you to be upset and frustrated at what they're doing, right? Because they have a type of a feeling or some type of jealousy towards you. And the thing is that when you make them hate you, that's how they have to treat you. They have to do things that you don't like, that'll aggravate you. But guess what? You're about to come out on top, because God's been watching the whole time, and God's about to show you how to not be bothered by these people. All right. And how you not be bothered by these people is acceptance. You have to accept the fact that, hey, I don't like this. Once you accept the fact that somebody does something that you don't like, you can go about taking ways to find ways to like other things, find ways to not be bothered by what they're doing, and find ways to put your mind on more important things. All right. Once you figure out how to take your mind off what they're doing, and you're able to put your mind and focus it on something better, that's when you start to realize that you don't have to be aggravated, because you could take your mind and put it on something else. When we get angry, we put all our focus on them. All right. When we get angry and we put all our focus on them, that gives them power. So something could make us angry, but we don't have to keep focusing on it. The reason why we keep focusing on it is because it can't change. We can't change the fact that that happened. All right. We can't change the fact that something is happening. And when we try to change things, it makes us angry. All right. Change is something that people don't like. So when something goes from one way to another way, sometimes people are bothered by that. When you go from having peace to somebody disturbing your peace, that's a big change. So the one thing you have to accept is, so your peace won't be disturbed, is that you don't have to change the other person for you to be able to have peace. People can do whatever they want around you. The world is going to do whatever it wants around you. What you have to do is not be affected. All right, things are always going to be going on around you. Things are always going to be happening. People are always going to be doing things. And some of these things are going to be things that you don't like. Some of these things are going to be things that people do on purpose. All right, so what this video is for people where people are constantly trying to get underneath your skin. People are constantly trying to get in your head, and people are constantly trying to uh, bother you. All right. They can't go throughout their day without getting a reaction from you. All right. So this is pretty much therapy for people who go through things like that. All right. So when you have people that are constantly trying to get reactions out of you, people are constantly trying to bother you and things like that, you don't want to just waste your whole day being aggravated over them. You don't want to waste your whole day thinking about them. All right. I've been there. I've wasted whole days thinking about people when I should have been working on something that was better for me than to be thinking about them. All right. You'll waste time thinking about people like that, and you'll never get that time back. You could have been doing something constructive. You could have been reading a book, writing a book, painting, exercising, working out, going for a run, figuring out a new diet, anything. Like, use your mind. All right. That's the one thing you have to start doing. You have to ask yourself, why are you so caught up on what these people are doing? All right, you have more time in the day, and your time is more precious than to focus on things that aren't benefiting you. It doesn't benefit you to focus on what knuckleheads are doing. What benefits you is to focus on what you're doing with your life. All right. Don't let the devil use them to try to get you focused off what you're supposed to be doing with your life. You take your mind and you focus on yourself, and you see what you need to do to get ahead. All right. All these things are distractions. So once you realize that, yo, I'm being distracted, I've been focused on this when I should have been focused on getting ahead in life. I should have been focused on starting my business instead of worrying about these people that are trying to do this and that. I should have been using that time to read this book on business so that way I could start my business and start receiving some income. And when you're trying to make changes to your life, that's how the devil will try to attack you. So you have to watch out for the devil's attacks. Don't get sidetracked by the devil. Don't get frustrated by the devil. Don't allow the devil to take your mind off of what you're supposed to be doing. Because when once distractions come into your life, repeated distractions, everyday distractions, it seems like something's just trying to knock you off your square, or like it's like something's trying to attack you, or it's like something's trying to hold you down or pull you back or make you fall off, or something's trying to make you lose all the progress you just made, or like it's like trying to like totally throw you off course. You have to not be aggravated. All right, you have to realize that you're doing God's work for your life and that there's going to be opposition. So when you go to do God's work for your life, realize that, okay, there's going to be some opposition. It's not going to overpower you. It's not going to be stronger than you. It's not going to be able to make you quit. All right. It may make you sweat. It may make you, get upset, but you don't allow it to make you quit. It's not going to make you stop. So the one thing you have to do is keep going and realize that no matter what, it's not enough to make you frustrated enough to quit. Don't allow it to make you mad enough to quit. Excuse the noise. Don't allow it to make you mad enough to quit. You want to be able to stay focused so that way you could achieve your goal, because that's the whole mission for them, is to make you not achieve that goal. That's the whole mission for them, is to make you get sidetracked so you focus on them instead of what you're supposed to be focused on. So keep your mind on God's plan for you, what you know God wants you to be doing, what you know your gift is. All right, that's what you're supposed to be focused on. People are going to be testing you and trying to challenge you. That's going to be happening a lot. And that's not something that you want to focus on all the time. That's something that you just want to accept the fact that that happens, accept the fact that that's something that does happen, and you have no control over it, but you do have control over how much money you make. You do have control over where you live. You do have control over how much work you put into yourself to create a better life for you. And you have the power to change your reality. You have the power to change what you see. There are people who live in houses and homes surrounded by acres of land, and that's all they see is trees, maybe an animal, maybe some more trees in their yard, some cars that drive past, some neighbors that are like miles away. That's it. So whatever you want to create for yourself, you can. If you don't want to live so close to people where they're watching you and doing things you're uncomfortable with, you could create something. All right, find an idea, find a way to make some money, and that way you could start working towards creating a different reality for yourself, because that's what you're supposed to be focused on. You're supposed to be your mind is supposed to be seeing those things that are unseen. You're not supposed to be focused on the things that are around you, these things that you don't even want to be seeing. All right, so this video has come to a close. I hope you got a lot out of this video. Everybody smash that like button, smash that share button, smash that subscribe button. We're not going to be aggravated anymore. We're going to see why we're aggravated. We're going to ask ourselves, why is this making me mad? Why am I aggravated at this? It's probably something that I have to change. It's probably something I have to work on. It's probably something I have to fix within myself. And once I fix this within myself, once I change this within myself, once I continue to work on me, people are going to be able to do whatever they want around me. And I'm not going to be aggravated anymore. I'm not going to have to be mad at what others are doing. I could just stay calm, as peaceful as I want. All right, getting angry at other people and what they do is a choice. So don't do it. Don't choose that. Choose peace for you. All right, choose mental elevation for you. All right, even if you can't physically separate, sometimes you have to mentally separate. All right, I'll see everybody in the next video. Smash that like button, smash that share button, smash that subscribe button. Shout out to all you wonderful, amazing vessels out there, and I'll see each and every one of you in the next video. Druuill out.